and tested Cursor, Claude Code, and Codex on the same buggy project, and the results were not what I expected. Cursor just launched their SDK 2 weeks ago, and almost nobody is talking about it yet, so I ran all three head-to-head to get the real result. Same code, same bug, same instruction, but totally different experiences. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what each tool does, how to set up Cursor SDK from scratch, and which one actually fits your workflow. So first, what exactly is Cursor SDK? Until now, Cursor is something that you use manually. You open the editor, you type a prompt, and it responds. The loop needs you there. SDK removes that completely. Now your code triggers Cursor, not you. It runs in the background, on a schedule, in the pipeline, automatically. It's a TypeScript package called @cursor/SDK. You give it three things: a model, your code base, and a task. And it does the rest. And that is exactly what we're going to test today. This is Qiao from AI Builders, and follow us now. I test these AI tools every week, and you don't want to be the last one to know. Let me show you how to set this up. I am in Cursor right now. Open our terminal, and then we install Cursor SDK. Now we need to get our API keys. Go to cursor.com dashboard, log in, go to settings. On the left sidebar, click integration icon. Scroll down to find your API key. We have set it up. This tells the SDK where to authenticate. Now let's look at what an actual SDK script looks like. I have prepared this TypeScript file. So four things are happening here. Import the agent class, create the agent with your API key, and then point it at the current folder. Send your task as plain English, then connect the string to respond. That's the whole thing. So here's the project I'm using for all three tools. It's a simple ice cream shop order system. Cart handles the shopping cart. Discount applies promo codes. Delivery calculates the delivery fees. And orders assembles everything into a final total. A test file that runs all three scenarios. Let me run the test so you can see the bug. Test 2, 10% discount and a $24 order. The discount comes out as 41.60 and the total is negative. So something in the discount logic is broken. Let's see how each tool handles it. And here's the result. It found the bug in this. The percentage formula is inverted, and it explains exactly why that produces 41 instead of $2.40. Notice what didn't happen. It never asked me anything. No approval prompts, no confirmation dialogue. It just ran, found the bug, explained it, and then stop it. You have zero visibility into the decision making. You just get the output. This is the most developer facing of the three. You're not using a tool, you're building one. So the upside is full automation. The trade-off is you need to write TypeScript to set it up, and you have no control of what it does while it's running. So next one, Claude Code. I'm using Claude Code in terminal today. First, let's get the project in, then Claude. So for Claude, just type English, no TypeScript, no setup script, just a command. Here's the result, and Claude Code tells us what it thinks. The output, it found the same bug. Inverted formula in discount. You will not touch your code without your explicit approval. You are in loop at every step. Try ACID to fix it. So it stops and asks, do you want me to apply this fix? You will touch your code without your explicit approval. You are in loop at every step. So it's very transparent, visibility, high control. If you're doing complex refactoring across many files and you want to understand and then approve every changes, it's not automatable in the same way. It needs you there. One, OpenAI Codex. Codex runs as an app, or you can open it in browser. I'll be using Codex app today. Same project, I'll type the same command as what we did in Claude. And it has confirmed about the discount issue. Codex is the most beginner-friendly of the three. Codex showing the reasoning too. You can see listing files, tracing the logic, grounding commands, and it worked for 1 minute 15 seconds. Same bug, the inverted percentage formula. It applied the fix and then ran the test to confirm it worked. Look at this, super interesting. After making the change, Codex gives you two buttons, review and undo. It fixed the file automatically like Cursor SDK did, but it immediately hands control back to you. That's a very thoughtful middle ground. It acts first, but make it easy to revert. It also runs in an isolated cloud sandbox, your real files untouched until you accept the changes. Codex was clean, fast, and the UI makes it the most approachable of the three. If you're already on ChatGPT Plus, it costs nothing extra. Quick thing before you give any of these full access to a real code base, You just saw Cursor SDK fix my file without asking. 2 weeks ago, a startup had their entire production database deleted in 9 seconds by a Cursor agent that had too much access and made an assumption without verifying. So be careful about that. Always test some fake project first. Never give these tools access to production environment or real API tokens until you've reviewed what they do on the safe code. So last part, here's the honest breakdown. Here's a comparison table. Starting with setup, Cursor SDK is the hardest. You need to write TypeScript just to get started. Claude Code is easy. One terminal command and you're in. And Codex is the easiest. You can just open the app, no terminal at all. Claude Code was the farthest by far. It found the bug in 20 seconds. And then Codex took 1 minute and 15. Cursor SDK was variable this week. Cursor had infrastructure issues affecting agent sessions. So take that number with a grain of salt. About control, this is the most important role. Cursor SDK has none. It fixed my file automatically without asking. And Claude Code has the highest control. It showed me a diff and waited for my approval before touching anything. Codex sits in the middle. It fixed the file automatically, but immediately gave me an undue button. And finally, what each one is actually best for. Cursor SDK is for automated pipeline and CI workflows, the kind of thing that runs without you. Claude Code for deep, careful work on complex code bases where you want to understand every changes. And Codex is more for fast delegation and very beginner friendly. So which one you should use? Cursor SDK if you want to run automated workflows that run without you. Background automations, CI pipelines, schedule jobs. You need TypeScript skills and tolerance for public beta roughness at this moment. Claude Code if you want the fastest result with the clearest reasoning and full control over every change. It found the bug in 20 seconds, show its math. For serious engineering work, Codex if you want the most approachable experience, the safest sandbox, and you're already on ChatGPT Plus. The undo button alone is a very thoughtful design decision that the others don't have. And the honest answer, they're not competing, they're different. Pick the right one for the right job. This is Qiao from AI Builders. If you want more AI tools breakdown video like this, please subscribe. If you want to meet other AI builders in person, we run offline events in Singapore, Tokyo, and San Francisco. To know more about that, check out the links below. I'll see you next time or see you in person. Bye-bye.